Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, sisters and brothers, to March 2025 Prayers for Humanity. It's good to welcome you here. I want to start with an apology. We can blame it on Mercury retrograde, but I know that there was 2 different times. So I rocked up here an hour ago and nobody showed up. So I was like, oh, let me check again. So I had one time on the opt-in page and another time on the email reminders. So it's good that I was a little sweating it, like, oh, I hope people show up for this call. So good to have you here. Good to welcome you here. Also, just another, like, our theme today. Our theme today is divine neutrality, and this is very interesting. So for any of you who know that I spend my winters in Thailand, you may be aware that there was a big earthquake in Myanmar, which is a neighboring country, and it impacted the 2 places where I have heart kin, Bangkok and Chiang Mai. And so at this point, I'm just waiting to hear from 2 more people, but everyone else and their family and loved ones are all safe. And I suspect the 2 that I'm waiting to hear from are probably okay too, knowing where the impact places were and where they tend to be, etc. So it should be all good. But it definitely invited me to look at my own divine neutrality this morning, first thing in the morning, waking up to that and connecting with my loved ones over there. So okay, so here we go. Let's get started. I've got a song for us this morning, which is called Wildflowers by Ahmed Shabani. And I can't remember if I played this for you all or not. Hopefully not, but anyway, it's a very slow and lyrical. And as always, the invitation here is for us to get into our bodies, to get out of it's a shift in energy. So if you've been working or thinking or doing other things, this lets us all come into kind of a harmonic resonance with the same music, etc. So looks like I haven't shared sound yet. Let me do that. Okay. All right. So a little movement, whoopsie, to get us started. Wrong thing. I just clicked the wrong button. Let me go here and here. Starts off quiet. I invite you to get up, body. Remember, you're not on screen, so only I'm on screen. So feel free to let it go. Let the body. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, have a seat. Okay. Hey, so Koryanka, if you would just do a quick grounding and centering us, we'll move into the next part after that.
Sure, let's do that. Well, let's take a nice deep breath. Hmm. If you can, make sure that your feet are touching the ground, if you can. If not, envision that you are connecting to Mother Earth through the sole of your feet. We're gonna close our eyes or soften our gaze and visualize the divine light entering through the crown of your head. Mother Earth sending her sweet loving energy through the sole of our feet. And we are going to intentionally connect with the love in your heart, the high frequency of balance, beautiful energy flowing in balance from your heart to your body, and from there emanating rays of love and light from your heart also to the room where you are, to your home, any loved ones that there might be in your home with you. And this light keeps on going to your neighborhood, to your town, and it just keeps on flowing and flowing and flowing, touching every life, every person on this planet. And we are sharing this love light frequency with each other as well, with every person in this sacred gathering. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
Thank you, Corey. And we're going to welcome in a few more people. Okay. Welcome everyone again to our March 2025 Prayers for Humanity. And our theme for today is divine neutrality. And so let me just go here and have a look at what's next. The introduction. So for those of you who may be new, my name is Dawn Del Vecchio, and along with my beautiful sister Koryanka, we've been co-facilitating this Prayers for Humanity event since 2021, I believe September 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a free event we do every year. We both serve as priestesses during this great time of ascension. So I'm just going to quickly introduce myself and then Corey, and then we'll go into our themes for today. So yeah, so I've been serving as priestess for the last bunch of years, although I was initiated. Let's see, my son is 41, so about 38 years ago now, as a priestess in the Mother Spirit priestess line that I am the lineage bearer of. And in 2020, when the world shut down, I had the opportunity. I had already planned to do this summit called Return of the Priestess that was very divinely guided through serendipity and support. And the timing of my tech assistant, it ended up rolling out right when everyone was locked down. And that let me reach a large audience of mostly women who were seeking a higher answer to the stuff that was going on the planet. Women in all kinds of circumstances, any kind you can imagine, probably, from corporate to mom at home to losing their job to working in hospitals and many other things. So the Return of the Priestess Summit, which went three years running, and then more of a private one the fourth year, really served the community. And now I found myself in a new place where I'm kind of shifting my ministry and being called more to work with men and being called to be still and to do some healing with my body. So I'm here in service still. I have a private community called Return of the Priestess. I do astrology readings and just really am showing up every day in my own forgiveness practice, my own spiritual practice, and my own growth in divine neutrality, which will be our theme today. So that's just a smidge about me. And then my sister, Koryanka. Koryanka is an Incan high priestess. She's a medicine woman and a sacred guide for medicine women who are wanting to step into their sacred destiny and live authentically in their divine essence, which really you could say that's what we're all awakening to right now, is how do we live in our divine essence. Corey is also a cacao, rose, and flower priestess and medicine woman. She's a Reiki master as well as a former registered nurse. As a master ceremonialist, Corey comes from an ancient healing tradition in the Incan lineage, and she leads ceremonies based on both Incan and Amazonian medicine. She's devoted to nurturing the emergence of medicine women around the world, and that is her service through ceremonial programs online and in person, where she's based in Cusco, Peru, where there's an opportunity to receive profound spiritual initiations, teachings, and guidance on how to embody your sacred calling. So that's us. That's we're here to be in service. And Corey, do you want to just say a quick hello again, and then we will go into our content.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here with all of you. I appreciate your presence and your commitment to the priestess work. I know that everyone could be somewhere else at this time, but you chose to be here with us. And that speaks really beautifully about your commitment to the sacred work. And so, welcome once again. And we're gonna get started. I know that Dawn has something to share with us on the theme of the day.
Thank you. Yeah, so just taking a moment, everyone, to welcome in the spirits, as Corey usually does this part, welcoming in the spirits of love and light, welcoming in the high Christed light of our divine essence beyond this realm. Feel into your heart space and know that you are right where you need to be, and that you have everything you need in your life, in your lived experience, to create, co-create, and dissolve anything that needs to be created, co-created, or dissolved at this time of great change. So our theme today is divine neutrality, and we this is a theme that came in for me as part of an intention setting for the year of the snake. I was born in the year of the snake, and when I was in Chiang Mai, I got to do a blue lotus flower ceremony with my dear sister priestess friend Helen, who sometimes is on these calls. And the part of my intention was to really come to a place of more neutrality. We are in an intense period of time. We know this is like, I feel like a broken record, and it just keeps getting more intense in some ways. So tomorrow is the solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse in Aries. Back 2 weeks ago, we had the lunar eclipse in Pisces, Virgo. And we also had the equinox, spring equinox, which is a powerful portal window where the electromagnetic field shifts a little bit and more energy flows in. And we have Neptune moving into the sign of Aries soon. So we have been in we have a huge stack up of planets in Neptune. I mean, sorry, in Pisces, which is the sign that Neptune rules. So there's been a lot of this sort of watery energy. We've got two planets in retrograde right now that are going to meet up. Venus met up with Neptune in Pisces yesterday. Mercury meets up tomorrow. And then Neptune moves forward into Aries. So we've been in a time that's sort of liminal in a way. It's a space between spaces where many of us are getting new assignments, new soul assignments, or some shifts, or some waiting for something to happen, some not yet manifesting. And it's almost like a pregnant pause, it may feel like for some of us. But it could also be a time where a lot of stuff is erupting from our subconscious, erupting for forgiveness and for the ability to countenance and witness what we're facing at the personal and the collective level, at the personal and the public level, with more neutrality. So I feel like I just want to go into I'm going to take a few breaths here and then just see if it's either just more guidance, so I'm not just talking from my head here, or if there's a channeled message. So if you'll just pause for a moment, I'm going to take a sip of my flower tea. No, today's leaf teas. Okay. We come to you as a collective of guides, this one's guides, and guides for many of you who are on this call now to share some guidance on the concept of divine neutrality and the value of this at this time for you. Divine neutrality, what is this? What is this quality that is invited at this time for your consideration? After all, there is much for you to place value upon, or seemingly so, in your realm. So, divine neutrality, the capacity to hold a space of neutrality and compassion for the events unfolding in your personal life, as well as the public scene, the public sphere, as it were. There is a premise upon which this capacity must be based, and that is that the world as you know it is but a dream. There is some ways in which the attachment to the world and to making change in the world keep you stuck, keep you from actually realizing the power and grace of your own divinity connected with your Creator. And so we come to you as a voice, we could say, of the one self, the higher self, that frequency which is beyond your realm of dreamscape. We are not aliens or UFO beings. We are rather collective of the frequency of divine love, you could say. Divine source, creator energy, ascended masters. It matters not what you refer to us as. Our role is to emanate a frequency of divine love to assist humanity in awakening in remembrance of the love that they truly are. And so when you look upon the world and you see at the personal and the collective level things that would activate your opinions, your judgments, your fear, your intense emotional response, these are indicators that you are identifying with yourself as a temporary, physical, separated being. And that identification is actually the illusion of your realm at this time, at all times. For time is only now. Time is only this eternal now moment. However, when you are living in the realm of separation, as you all are, you experience time as linear, or some might experience it as spiral. Nonetheless, there are discrete moments followed one after the other. And you experience space, you experience separation. Your bodies are a demonstration of your belief in separation from each other and from your Creator. However, it is all, in a sense, a dream. Dream would be the best analogy that we could provide you with to share this with you. Beyond the dream, you are all one. Many of you understand this already, or at least give lip service to it. However, there is a deep, deep truth to this. One is what we are. There is but now, there is but here, and there is but one. And that one is love. Humanity has created many, many, many journeys of separation you call history, known and unknown. Many, many stories of that which you would call God in the name of religions. Humanity has created many, many experiences to explore the realms of dream separation. However, let us remind you that it is but a dream. And so if you can but for a moment but for a moment in your experience. Relinquish identification with time and space and personal identity. And pause in the eternal now. That is the frequency of love. That is the energy of that which you would call God. That can be represented by the symbol of light. If you can allow yourselves to be in the divine love light of the now moment, you will have a moment of remembrance that you are the one self. You are the love you wish to see in the world, and you are eternal, safe, and free. And in that spark, that moment, that possibility of remembrance, that inevitability of the journey you will each take, in this moment, receiving and perceiving this oneness, you can become aware of divine neutrality. That it is possible to look upon the world with forgiving eyes, with loving eyes, with mercy and compassion, as each master teacher, each who has achieved enlightenment and returned to share their message, has guided you, has taught. Each messenger reminding humanity that you are loved without condition, that you are eternally free and home now, that your dream can be dispelled, and that your own compassion, mercy, forgiveness for self and all others is the path homeward. And so during this time of what is often referred to as ascension in your realm, this opportunity to accelerate your spiritual growth, your soul's evolution, to use this one's language, to a state of greater awareness, greater grace, we invite you to look upon all that would disturb you with divine neutrality, to recognize that this is a dream, that you are home safe in the arms of God, that you are love without condition, and that by your very creation and intention, you create the experience you wish to have. And we would like to step back now and offer another guide to come in to speak more specifically in support of your steps at this time. I am the brother you know as Jesus, and I come to you through this being, for this being works with me each and every day through her practice of forgiveness and A Course in Miracles. And though she resists often my presence, her willingness to allow me to speak is much appreciated. We would like to share with you at this time a few steps or pointers, we could say, in the direction of peace for your own hearts. Many changes are coming upon in your realm. And we would like to remind you that you are the creators of your experience, as paradoxical as it may seem. The more you give your energy and attention to the things that disturb and distress you, the more you are literally feeding what it is you do not want to create. And so divine neutrality is a keyword phrase that we delivered to this being, this channel communicating to you now, through which we are communicating now, was given to her as guidance for her personally, as well as an expression to be shared. For at this time, there is much upon your plane, within your news medias, within your social medias, that, as this one says, invite you to pay attention to things that will polarize you into something other than neutral. And so divine neutrality, we would like to clarify, is not a state of indifference. It is not a state of not caring or not loving. It is a state of recognition that there but for the grace of God go I, that I am the one creating it all, and my love will co-create a better tomorrow in this realm than my hate. It is of great value beyond the measure of what you can perceive in your awareness as a seemingly separated being at this time, to hold the frequency of divine compassion and neutrality for the challenges of others, the suffering of others, the challenges and sufferings you may be going through. For as you hold this state of divine compassion and neutrality, you emanate into the field the very frequency that is needed to pull humanity into a higher, what you call timeline, a higher octave of expression, a pathway to a better way. There is almost no being on your planet who wishes for war, and yet war persists. And there are those who would say this is because the very few with power and money and resources to do so make it happen. And from the realm of the 3D level, as you call it, the 3D level, we would call it the dream within which you reside, there is some, we could say, truth to that. However, the masses of humanity, who are the one child of God, if you will, have far more power when they harness their focus upon that which they consciously choose, not as victims of a world they see, but rather the co-creators of the experience they wish to have. And so do not diminish the power of your choice to choose love, to choose peace, to choose to turn your focus away from the dramas, the slings and arrows that you see upon your TV screens and your computer screens. Divine neutrality is a powerful tool for you at this time, for the changes in your realm will be many and rapid. And if each proposed change, each shift, each planetary adjustment, each attempt at greater control and fear causes you to rise up in a panic, then you are not in a place to support the diminishment of those energies. And so we invite you rather to find succor within your own inner realm of peace. Whatever brings you peace, your prayer, your meditation, your gathering with friends and loved ones, your turning off the television, your capacity to be with nature, your capacity to look upon the world with forgiving eyes and choosing not to polarize on one side or another of any charged, fearful presentation will support you well and will, by your very nature as one being beyond this realm, support all of your brothers and sisters. Let it be known that one being holding the frequency of love and above is more powerful than 10,000 groping in the dark states of fear. And so we come to you with the message and the reminder that divine neutrality is a place of grace and peace. It is not a place of disinterest or caring, or not lack of caring. It is a place of deep caring from a level of awareness that is beyond the level in which your bodies reside at this time. So be at peace. Be at peace in the knowing that you are the change you wish to see in the world. You are the love you wish to see in the world. You are the peace you wish to see in the world. And your capacity to experience greater and greater moments of divine neutrality will serve you and your beloved sisters and brothers of earth greatly in the days, weeks, months, and indeed the years ahead. We thank you for being willing to receive this transmission, and we will return to you. Call upon me, call upon your chosen ascended masters whenever you need support. We are always here with you in this now moment. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Wow. Okay. So let's just take that and take a few breaths. We're going to go right into a little guided meditation so you have an actual practice to work with. So just trust and know that whatever came through in those transmissions, your subconscious mind has received everything you need in order to feel as supported as you need in these times. And take a moment now to come deeply into your heart space, letting all the words go and feeling rather the frequency. And I am invited to call in the frequency of innocence. So let us tune into the frequency of innocence now. We see innocence with our beloved pets. We see innocence with children and infants. Sometimes we see innocence when we meet those who have not been tainted by the outer world. And we see innocence and delight return to those who have achieved enlightenment, and they experience the delight of innocence once again. However innocence shows up for you, let it be a presence now in your heart. For this is truly what we are. We have engaged in blame and judgment, fear and recrimination over eons and incarnations. And now comes a time for many of us to have the chance to graduate, to grow beyond the judgment, the fear, the belief in sin, the recrimination of self and others, the return to innocence. In the recognition we are the beloved children of the One, always at peace in her arms. And so from this place of activating a frequency of innocence within your heart, become aware of the space where you are right now, your place, feel perhaps your sits bones or your feet on the ground. Become aware of the space surrounding you in space around you. And just take a breath with your awareness upon the space around you. Good. Now, despite the physical form that appears to remain in one place, unable to fly or bilocate, your consciousness is free. And so let us now choose to bring our conscious awareness up, out, and beyond the spaces within which our individual bodies reside, up into a field of light that is above and beyond and surrounding the earth. Let us all meet there now, bringing the consciousness up and gathering together in a circle of hearts of loved ones. You may see this as a group of us sort of flying and holding hands in a circle, or some other vision. But feel and know your consciousness in a field of light above and surrounding the earth, connected with all of your sisters and brothers here now, in this now moment, and all of those who will share in this journey in another now moment through the recording. Here we are together in the field of light beyond the earth realm. And take a deep breath into your divine heart. In form, it feels like it's in the middle of the chest, but truly we are formless, and so it is in our entire light being. Breathing in, imagining even more divine light pouring in to this field of light, your consciousness, and our collective here now. And when you're ready, if you've not already done so, gaze down upon Gaia. Gaze down upon Gaia from the field of light, the field of divine neutrality. and notice what you see. Whatever it is, just be aware of it and know that you have all the power to pour divine love upon it now, but not from a place of attachment, a place of neutrality, compassion, mercy, detached from agenda or outcome. Simply pour love upon the earth plane, the animals, the rivers, the oceans, the sisters and brothers lost in the miasms of fear, judgment, the belief in sin and hate. Pour forth the ever-flowing cup that runneth over with love that you are. Pour it forth now onto the earth. There was a time when you believed the dream. There may be a time when you dip into the dream now and again in the weeks and months to come. And yet, what is eternal cannot be harmed. What is eternal is you, the divine, awareness itself. Pouring forth your love, your compassion, without attachment, from the place of compassion and divine neutrality, offering blessings to the earth wherever it is needed. Feel the bounty, the unending flow of divine love that pours through you like a great river. You are the blessing and the conduit and the peace that surpasseth understanding. Here in the field of divine neutrality and light. Be this, know this, allow this, receive this. Feel your mighty I am. I am the one self united with my divine creator. I am love. I am peace. I am grace. I am mercy. I am compassion. I am divine neutrality. Deep breath to receive, feel, know, and seal that truth within and around you. And let us come together in this field of light for a group embrace. Imagine us all coming together, arm in arm, with a big hug, expanding that love light before releasing and returning to your location in time and space, returning your awareness to your physical form, to the space around your physical form, to this now moment here. And another deep breath into the heart, hand on the heart to seal and know the truth that you are love. You are united always with your Creator, and you can return to this field of light anytime you need. Blessed be. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm. Ooh. So, Corey, if you would offer a blessing to seal these energies.
Let's do that. Hmm. We can place our hands palms up in the receiving position. And now we open up to receive the blessings from the divine, from our spirit guides, from Mother Earth, from the universe. Blessings are coming to you at all times. Now we're taking the time to really connect with those blessings and intentionally receive them. Waves of blessings, so that you can be in that divine alignment of being love and light in action, being a channel of love and light at all times, wherever you go. And the blessings you are receiving at this moment are supporting you being that presence of love and light made manifest. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
Thank you, Corey. Perfect. Ooh, okay. So thank you everyone for joining us. A few announcements before we complete. Our next prayers will be in April sometime. Corey and I have to speak about that. I will be at my family's place in the East Coast for a hunk of that of April, so we'll have to figure out the timing for that. As always, we'll get you we'll get you the information. And then if you'd be so kind as to receive our information on the things that we have going on right now, this helps support us outside of these free offerings. So, Corey, what have you got on now? Anything particular you would like to share with our group here?
Yes, I would love for everyone to know that we have the Divine Essence program that is meant to be specifically for the medicine women of the earth, and it's a deeply healing experience, a hand holding that is really profound, where we really dive into deep, deep layers of healing and coming back to our center, lots of renewal and purifying from the inside out. So if you want to know more, you are welcome to go to alturasspiritualjourneys.com. I'm gonna also share the link in the chat, and it's a place where you can go and find out more, and you can always talk to me, have a conversation about it if you feel called to.
Beautiful. Thank you, Corey. And for my part, thank you for all the thank yous everyone's sending here, and thank you for being here to receive our offers, our invitations for you. So if you love these and you would like to be part of a community where you actually get on calls similar to this 2 times a month, but where we actually have sharing circle afterwards, as well as all of my priestess training material. My Return to the Priestess community is a really affordable way to uh, participate in and gain support with a group of sacred sisters through a private community that's outside of the sort of spy networks of mainstream social media. So it operates a little bit like Facebook. We have live streams where we gather, we talk, we share. As well as I said, there's course material in there as well. So if you're interested in that, you can just go to my regular website, which is my name, dawndelvecchio.com, and look for the community thing. And I'll put a link. I don't even have the link here. If you're interested, you could always just email me if you're interested. And then also I am offering my astrology specials. I don't, I might have the link to that one. I do. Here we go. Um, So I am offering my soul astrology specials right now because things are rather heating up energetically, and a lot of people's astrological charts are being influenced by the different events at play. So it's kind of it's always helpful to have a look there and see, what's going on for me in the coming year with the transits and how can I best work with those energies. So that's that, and I think that's everything for now. Yeah, Corey, anything else on your part that you can think of?
No, I think that we are doing very well. We have covered a lot today and feeling very good about it.
Great, thank you. And so you'll get an email tomorrow with the link, but you could always go to my YouTube channel and go to the playlist called Prayers for Humanity, because that's where it's going to live. That's where this video will live. This recording will live. So thank you, everyone. Many blessings to all of you. May you really feel that divine neutrality in your heart during times of challenge at a personal and a collective level. Lots of love, and we hope to see you all next month. Mwah. Bye for now. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. You could just let yourself, you hang yourself up so Corey and I have a couple of minutes to debrief and talk about next month. I'll also remove. Oh, good. They're getting better at removing themselves. I think some people haven't yet figured out how to do it. So
Yes. Oh, it's done.
I gotta end the recording. I always forget to do that part too. End the recording.